The Smug Alana situation just got 10 times worse. By Revs, says Desu.
Hey, what's up, guys? Ref here. So I regret to inform you guys, the Smug Alana situation has actually managed to get worse. This is an issue with many prongs to it. AI moderation, once again, being terrible on YouTube, but also YouTube in and of itself
YouTube just
being
itself
very
shit.
inconsistent with its application of its TOS. Now, over the last couple of days, we've seen the Asmongold ban, and now what's happening with Smug Alana. And it seems like a lot of your favorite content creators are being hit with nonsense. And I'll do my part and talk about it today and hopefully try to get to a resolution of this situation. Now, the other day, in case you missed the previous episode of Dragon Ball, Smug Alana was banned for 7 days off of YouTube for a video where she was depicting violent graphic content over watching a guy kill mosquitoes. Yes, and as pointed out by Shu here, Team YouTube says all mosquito lives matter. It's a very weird situation where, of course, the main video is totally fine, but reacting to it somehow got her in trouble. And also she points out that there's a lot of AI slop videos that are doing essentially the same thing that got her in trouble. And she says, you know, maybe it's unfair.
Like, irrelevant really that it's AI or not. There's real videos of much more graphic things that are still up and aren't getting taken down. There's way worse. So why focus in on her and target her for it? And if they'd unbanned her after they reviewed it, that'd be fine. And it's like, oh, the AI is a bit shit. It detected that. But they didn't. They doubled down on it, which is so stupid.
To point this out, I think it's very, very reasonable to point this out. There's a lot of double standards. There's nothing more frustrating than getting hit with strikes and other punishments for reacting to things that other people are doing, and the original videos she's reacting to are completely fine.
It just stays up.
Now, Team YouTube would respond saying, we'll share the next steps via DM. We totally understand your frustration. And of course,
like, if you're going to take her out for it, you have to take all of those videos down too. You can't just well, I suppose you can, because you're just fucking doing it anyway. But you'd think that if something violates the terms of service, you'd take them all out, but you're not doing that.
Of course, their solution provided to Smug Alana was basically to go and report the other videos as well. Amazing move right there, and that's really what we covered up until that point in my video from yesterday. And you can see the comment section, a lot of smugglers, a lot of people who support Smug Alana. I know we have a big audience overlap, and everyone is standing with her. They're tired of seeing this stuff happen to many different content creators, but especially VTubers. It seems like, for some reason, whether it's the AI moderation or whatever, there seems to be a regular theme with YouTube taking harsher punishments on VTubers. And that's not just a Twitch thing, it's also a YouTube thing
on Twitch
as well. Now, in reaction, some people think this is a great thing because, well, Smug Alana does the wrong thing. So they're saying, not so smug now, are you, Alana? And then you look at the users posting this stuff and do I even have to point it out? Do I even have to point out that every time you see these terrible takes, it's from someone with pronouns and self-described socialists, among others, and also a Dragon Age fan in 2026 is just tough sledding. But you can see people like Ember here saying, hey, why don't we get some humans to look at this issue and correct this very obvious misstep? And wackadoos like this say, same regard that thinks AI is a good thing, go figure until something bad happens to you and then you screech, but my AI. This person is missing the point entirely. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is happy about AI moderation on YouTube. Okay, it's one thing to not have an issue with people making AI art or memes. It's a whole nother thing when it comes to moderation, especially when such critical decisions are being made by AI. Nobody likes that. But unfortunately, these people are very intellectually dishonest. They know there's a difference, but they want to make statements like this anyways. But here is the latest involving Smug Alana. I guess when it rains, it pours, because she has had another video taken down. This time a video from 5 years ago. She reacted to a 5-year-old Joe Rogan clip where, of course, in the video there was a mention of a link to an adult website. And, well, she got smoked. Now, of course, right now, it's very tough, right? Asmongold got banned, Smug-Alana got banned. But did anyone see them in the same room at the same time?
There's definitely like somebody at YouTube just like targeting them, right? I doubt this is AI just picking them up. They totally just don't like her.
Tinfoil hat, guys. It's definitely another crazy rabbit hole potentially, but in all seriousness, this is Smug-Alana's video. She linked. It is still down for violating YouTube's policy on nudity or sexual content. Now, of course, she points this out, and it was for linking adult websites, which is exactly what happened in the video, where they were just talking about links to various websites. And of course, the inconsistency with YouTube is always a concern. Here is the clip from 5 years ago on the Joe Rogan Experience Clips channel, and it's still up. No punishment here. And that is the main problem here. How do you punish someone for reacting to a clip that is still up? And much more popular, by the way. This has 4.4 million views. Are you telling me nobody on YouTube had an issue with this, but when Smug-Alana reacted to it, all of a sudden it needs to be forcibly...
It's probably because they feel like they can push her around a lot easier than they can with Joe.
...taken down. But of course, Shoe-on-Head would weigh in again on this. She's obviously friends with Smug-Alana, and she replies, tagging Team YouTube, saying, please look into this. She is commentating on a video that is still public, yet only her video was removed. This is blatantly unfair. Reply with a person, not with AI. And I also talked about this in the previous video. The worst thing you have to do as a YouTuber, I've had to do it myself many times, when you have something unfair happen to your account, you can't actually go to YouTube or anyone who represents them directly and work it out on the platform where it's occurring. Instead, you have to go hat in hand over to Twitter and then tag Team YouTube and try to desperately get them to respond. And even in this
even then, it's just copy fucking paste bullshit replies, as always.
Process. You deal with layers of bots. And eventually, if you're lucky and you've raised enough outrage, you get into contact with a real person and then they fix it. And I'm surprised this hasn't been fixed. I mean, her posts sharing this stuff have gotten a ton of attention, including from content creators like Shu. But the problem is, this whole focus on AI moderation is exactly what YouTube and their current CEO want. In fact, this year, he said that the platform will proceed with expanded AI moderation tools despite any sort of backlash. And he believes that AI will enable a new class of creators, which is so ironic given all this. Again, to understand, people who are okay with AI for art or memes or stuff like that, or at the very least don't think you should be like blacklisted publicly for doing so, they don't want AI moderation on YouTube. Of course, some AI moderation is expected on such a massive platform, but when it comes to something like a strike on your channel, that should not be handled through AI, especially when the appeal...
Exactly. This is someone's livelihood that you're putting on the line with that. And you're going to like let just AI take care of that? And the thing is, even like... even if you get onto an actual human, they're still being retarded. It's like, what the fuck?
Are denied within seconds. I mean, that's what always happens. I can speak from experience with my situations. My most recent one, when I cyberbullied EDP445, I mean, my appeal was rejected in a smaller window of time than the timestamp of the clip that got me in trouble, which, again, as I described in my last video, my case was reacting to EDP getting caught in another little sting operation. I said, if this is all true, he should face legal punishment for this. That was apparently cyberbullying. But you can see people saying this seems extremely targeted to be a regarded AI moderation issue anymore. And Smug-Alana says, I just refuse to believe that I'm someone that pisses off at YouTube staff that much to be targeted. Surely it's just a regarded mistake and they're doubling down because we don't have other options. I feel like they're just not noticing anything. I feel like they put no effort into trying to fix issues like this, and that's how it's been for so many.
That's kind of true. Whenever like they have the monopoly on everything with YouTube, and that's what Alana is saying. Like you don't really like there's other platforms, but they're not really comparable to YouTube and the scale of it. So what incentive do they have to fix anything whenever they're the only choice you actually really have?
Years, and we live on a very fickle platform at YouTube. And I'll get into that more in just a second, but here's another quote saying VTubers are the most oppressed group on the internet at this point.
Actually true,
it's
though.
wild
like,
to me
not even
how so many corporations and platforms show their true colors the moment a creator dares to prioritize their privacy by being a VTuber when streaming or making videos. Now, which way, Western man, who is the most oppressed group out there? Is it gamers or VTubers? That's a debate that'll rage on for many years, but what if you're a VTuber gamer? You're
exactly.
Just cooked. You're just cooked, ladies and gentlemen. But this whole thing, again, really reminds everyone of how fickle this platform is. And, of course, I'll put a link to the latest, or actually I'll give both links to Alana's posts so you guys can share that and hopefully force a response out of YouTube. But given the very unstable nature of YouTube, it's good to have other things, other options, and I'm going to take this opportunity to glaze myself, ladies and gentlemen. We're about halfway through my limited edition birthday merch drop with Uwu Market. As you can see, the only fundraiser component of this entire campaign is this acid wash t-shirt, and with nearly 14 days to go, we are 187% funded. So if you guys want to check out this campaign, I'll put a link to that in the pinned comment. Support on this not only supports the channel, but also helps ensure future merch drop opportunities as well. And here is the hoodie as well. Always a big hit with Uwu Market. And you can see the design here. It is always a classic with them. The front and back looking great. Again, I will always glaze my own merch because the artists over at Uwu Market do an amazing job. There's also a hat, and of course a mouse pad as well if you are interested in that. And I know a lot of you guys are. They're always a big hit with the community. And on top of that, last but not least, we also have these jet tags and a standee. And of course, you can check out my other merch as well. The ones that are still available, of course. But that is the new drop. Just about 13 days left, so make sure to check that out while you still can with a link in the pinned comments. Thank you all again for the crazy support on this campaign and all campaigns and my videos generally as well. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully something is resolved here with Alana. But if you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Great video. So links are in the description for Alana's tweets. Please like and repost those so she can get more attention, since apparently YouTube fucking hates helping their creators do anything unless you get enough traction for it. Also, link to Rev's video will be in the description as well.
But don't wait up.